Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing. Are you? All right, everybody, we're still getting set up here. I think we've got most of our runners. Looks like we're getting ready to start, so patience. Well, we were scheduled to start right on the hour, and I think we'll be able to start on time, hopefully. All right, you guys, it's looking like we're getting our seed rolled up, and we'll get started here rather shortly. This is Len the Cat. I think I'm going to be on comms all alone today. And so everybody in chat is going to have to help me out. I will do my best to watch all four of our runners, but it's going to be tough, and I'm going to miss some things. And, you know, I'm a little absent-minded sometimes, and I got my cats running around my flat. Say hello, kitty. Oh, I'll do my best to follow things up, but holy cow, I think we're going to have ourselves a great race here. On our premium matchup here, we've got Sloaters. He really needs no introduction. He's going to be running against Derxu on the top. On the bottom, we're going to have Ddraig. I'm not quite sure how his... and he's going to go against darkrid12. And, of course, my cat is sitting right in front of my screen. I got to get him out of the way. Cat, you're being bad. You're a bad kitty. That's a bad kitty. Bad kitty. I'm trying to watch Rando. You get out the way. All right. My cats are being bad. We're almost set up here. Looks like we've got speed, I think. Yep. I've got my players readying up. We're almost ready to fire the starting gun. J Chalk having all sorts of fun in the SRL channel. It's looking like this is going to be a wild race, and we are starting in 10 seconds. Well, 10 seconds the SRL will start. I'm guessing the stream's usually a few seconds behind. Getting rolling here. And it'll be interesting to see where our runners go after they get the first few items. Typically, in the Super Metroid Rando, we really don't have a lot of route divergence early. Pretty much you have to go down through Old Mother Brain and get the first couple of items in Blue Brinstar. After that, some divergence is definitely possible. and we are underway. And again, you'll notice a slight difference in the players' clocks. That's because of some stream delay. Don't worry about that. All the players are basically lined up, and you get out of the way, kitty. No, 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 that's bad, kitty. Okay. All right. Okay. Meanwhile, we've got some swagalicious falls there. And we're going to get through Old Mother Brain down to our first items. Again, the early part of these rando races, not a lot to watch. The real question is whether or not the players are going to do Moonfall. It's kind of a cool little strat. Now, Sloaters showing us exactly how it's done. But on those long falls, you actually do save a good amount of time on the Moonfall. So our first item is the Morph Ball. Well, vanilla. How boring. But yeah, that's fine. The first couple of items always is going to have Morph Ball just to open things up. We really can't get anywhere in Super Metroid without the Morph Ball. So we're going to check the missile pack here, or what's normally a missile pack, and it's an E-Tank. All right, well, the players definitely need E-Tank. And my cats are being bad. Kitties, stop it. Stop it. I'm trying to do commentary. Bad cats. Okay. All right. And J Chuck is Sloaters is memeing it up or doing some kind of advertisement. Oh, Red Bull. Oh, wonderful. Okay. We got an E-Tank and missiles. So we really don't have a lot of progression open up to us. We don't have any kind of bombs. We can't visit the Billy Mays room. So we probably have to head back up Mother Brain and go to Bomb Torizo, which is where I think all of our runners are going to go. Derxu got his E-Tank. And again, if you look at our clocks are all a little bit off. So just be aware that the sync or not sync might not quite be correct. But yeah, we'll figure that out as we go. Sloaters is back across to Old Mother Brain. Our good old pirates have appeared. And we can't check below Mother Brain because we don't have any bombs. It would be nice, but we can't do it. Meanwhile, Sloaters with a really pretty climb. You really can't do it any better than that. He makes it look so easy. Trust me, it's not. That climb that Sloaters is doing right now is not easy by any imagination. And over Derxu, really he's trying to do the same climb, but he's going to go ahead and grab the ledges. I think that's a little bit easier. But we're going to get our first look at Bomb Torizo. Now, there's a good likelihood that Bomb Torizo is going to give us either Morph Ball bombs or hamburgers here. So let's see if we get some burgers. I'd love to see some burgers. That's what it is. It is burgers. And we are out of here. So Derxu also will go down and get his hamburgers. And now the first possible route divergences kind of happen, but not really. We're going to see Sloaters head on over. Maybe not. We're going to go to the 320 missile room. I try to get this right. I always want to call it the 420 or 230 missiles. All right. I'm learning these rooms. And we got plasma beam. That is definitely handy. Meanwhile, we can see slight divergence here. We've got Ddraig. I'm going to call him Ddraig. Draig's, he's down to Terminator, and we got X-ray scope down there. That could be interesting. That might open up some X-ray climbs later, and it does give us the possibility of the microwave beam. And looking over here, darkrid is heading over to his Bomb Torizo. And we're going to see the back side of Gauntlet. What is on the back of Gauntlet? It's hard to see both of these items. What's it going to be? Oh, come on, show us. No, I saw hamburgers. Chat, let us know what was on the right side of Gauntlet. Ddraig. It's Welsh. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Yeah. Welsh names are hard. It was hamburger and supers. Okay. So nothing particularly special on the backside of Gauntlet. Meanwhile, basically we've got players mirroring each other until we get to Brinstar, and even really through Brinstar, we're not going to see a lot of divergence, particularly with these items. But it does look like Ddraig, if that is correct, is the first one into Green Brinstar, at least according to what it looks like here. Our timers look like they're fairly well synced. They're only a few seconds apart. So he's going to mock ball his way through here. This is often kind of the first trick that any runner learns to do. It's not that easy, but once you figure it out, it's not that hard to pull off. And he's going to check the top because he's got no supers. And we've got Wave Beam. That is rather interesting. Okay, so now we've got Wave and... well, some players are going to have Wave and Plasma. Ddraig only has Wave at this point. But he goes to the back and it's supers and more missiles. And behind the missiles, we're going to see something good. No, but just a garbage tank. So now we've got supers, we've got regular missiles, we've got hamburgers. We've really got everything we need to open up most of the game. And here we can see the other players catching up. So checking the 230 missiles was definitely a good idea because that plasma beam is really going to make the beam a lot better. Now we've got darkrid. He's heading down finally to get to Green Brinstar. He'll get there momentarily. And where is Sloaters going to head next? He's going to pick up that E-Tank. That gives him 3 already. And for some of these runners, especially the runners on the top, 3 E-Tanks is kind of all they need. But, you know, if they want to try to do some kind of suitless Norfair, they might want those E-Tanks. So we're going to go down and check these items over here past the Edakun's room. So we're going to blast those Edakuns. I'll blast them dead. And here, well, just another E-Tank. Boy. And another E-Tank. So that's 5 E-Tanks for our runners here. Meanwhile, Ddraig is really keeping pace nicely with Sloaters, although they aren't racing against each other. And he's going to be the first one through, it looks like over to the Pink Brinstar area. And we'll get a good look at what's over here. In Pink Brinstar, we've got a good 4 or 5 items that we can check. There's the Wave Gate, and since we've got Wave Beam, it should be no problem to get through there, and it's definitely in logic. Now, the animals at the top of that area are the Morph Ball Bombs. Okay. And Ddraig does a nice little moonwalk into that, Michael Jackson style, just backing up in there. Okay, and Sloaters is across the top. Meanwhile, our other 2 guys, they're just basically catching up. Again, the early parts of these races are not that interesting. You just don't want to lose time. You need to check all the items. Most players aren't going to skip anything at this point. Once we get into Pink Brinstar, that's where maybe a little bit more decision-making comes into it. Although with Wave Beam, there's really no reason not to check the Wave Gate. So, Sloaters is going down, and we've got hamburgers over here. And what are we going to have behind the hamburgers? It's really interesting. Sloaters and Ddraig are just mirroring each other right across the top here. Up side hoppers. Oop, swaggy D-boost from Sloaters. And we've got the high jump boots. Ooh, that definitely makes things a little bit easier. We had a race last night where high jump boots was definitely the key item, where our runners got stuck, or one of our runners got stuck, unable to get through worst room in the game, and he skipped high jump location, and that was really led him to almost lose the race. It was wonderful for anybody who saw that race last night. I think it was last night, maybe it was 2 nights ago. Meanwhile, now we've got the charge beam location. We're going to see what's down here. Just another E-Tank. So our runners are really, really set for energy. The Wave Gate was just E-Tank. E-Tank. There's E-Tanks all over the place. Check behind charge beam because we don't have the speed booster yet. And darkrid's having a little bit of trouble with his climb, but he does get up there, and he's going to see that, yeah, that's some Morph Ball Bombs. Those actually are pretty handy. They let you save hamburgers through the course, and I'm all about conserving them hamburgers because, you know, hamburgers are good. You want to have hamburgers. And cat, you get away from my screen. You get away from there. Oh man, doing commentary with my two cats is hard, man. They are just bad kitties. Meanwhile, we had to check behind Spore Spawn, and I missed the Spore Spawn area. So chat, let me know what was it that Spore Spawn spot. Let the kitties watch. Well, the kitties are allowed to watch. They're just not allowed to sit between me and the screen. Okay, we had supers at the bottom of Spore Spawn. And now Sloaters is going to go and hit up the E-tank that he missed earlier. Again, we really have our runners just kind of duplicating each other. We don't have much divergence at this point. Once we get through Pink Brinstar and we head on over to Red Tower, that's where we've got some decisions. Where we can go down and visit Kraid, we can even go down into Norfair and maybe visit Crocomire, and everybody who knows me knows that I am on Team Crocomire. We need to visit that eight-eyed crocodile. Probably Kraid is going to be most of the players' visit. All right, meanwhile, I've got Sloaters going into Blue Brinstar. He picks up a garbage tank. And I've got Derxu or whatever it is. I don't know what it is. Yeah, he was farming up some stuff. He's going through and he's going to get his Spore Spawn item. Now we're going to get through the end of this part of Green Brinstar. Up just some misses up there. And it looks like we want to visit Billy Mays. Now, Billy Mays, for those of you who don't remember Billy Mays, he was quite the sensation. Unfortunately, he was addicted to cocaine and died of a massive heart attack, but he will always live on in our hearts. And we named this room after him because there's more. Okay, we got an E-tank and a missile pack. Well, Billy Mays disappointed us today. We definitely didn't need more E-tanks. So that is, how many E-tanks for Sloaters? A ton of E-tanks. Meanwhile, Ddraig is going down the tower, and it looks like he's going to head on over and check a few items over here. Not a big surprise. Again, Billy Mays is often something that gets skipped. Sloaters is, I think, trying to be very thorough and not miss anything. And we're going to check, I believe this is... Oh, and just more supers down there for Ddraig. Oh, buddy. Oh, man. Now, we've got Ddraig coming over. He's going to go down. We're going to check these items over here. And, oh, the grabber almost got him, but he escaped. That was a good escape right there. He's doing his best. Yeah, he always does his best. And, well, I think we're going to visit our friendly neighborhood Kraid. The real question is will Kraid go dancing? Are we going to go dancing with Kraid or not? Now, I personally like going dancing. I've been a big dancing fan, but this guy is just not that great at prom date. I'm not sure if we brought a corsage or if we even got a corsage big enough for a dude of his magnitude. But I'm guessing our runners are not particularly interested in dancing with a big guy. So we'll see if we can pull off the quick kill. Most of these runners make the quick kill look really easy. But we've got Speed Booster hiding just before Kraid. That is a nice item to find. And anyone who skips Kraid to do something else will be disappointed in missing out on that. And it looks like that might be the case here, because we've got Sloaters going over there to check the X-ray location. Again, he's being very thorough, which he can do because he's such a master of movement. We've got these D-boosts, and he doesn't really care about damage with all the hit points that he's got. On to the big guy himself. Can we get the quick kill? We'll find out. Oh, and gravity is at X-ray. And there is a high likelihood that our other runners, or many of the other runners, will skip that check. Because that is I would say that maybe is the most skipped check in Super Metroid. Meanwhile, Ddraig does not pull off the quick kill, and we do get to go dancing. Okay, now did you bring a corsage for this big guy? He's not so happy, but he's down. Not so bad there. Right now, Sloaters with that gravity has a huge lead. The question is, what does he do? If he decides to go Meridia before killing Kraid, that might actually set him back a little bit because he won't have Speed Booster. So that'll be a really interesting call on his part. Okay. Yeah, space or grapple. Okay, because they can't be found in Meridia. But I do believe, and chat again, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe in this case we could find Varia in Meridia, unless I'm mistaken. If we, with these flags, if we can find Varia in Meridia, I believe we can. But, you know, okay, all right. Yeah, I do have confirmation we can get that. Meanwhile, Derxu will probably be checking Gauntlet and then wreck ship, if I have to guess. And Sloaters is going to make the Meridia play. Well, maybe. Oh, no, he was just breaking the glass. So lucky for him, he will go down and get his speed boost. So right now, Sloaters is at a pretty significant advantage over everybody else, just because of the play he made at X-Ray. Meanwhile, Derxu is having a little bit of trouble getting up to Gauntlet. I think he's going to opt for the infinite bomb jump instead of the really difficult wall grabs. And it is really hard to get up there. Okay, Sloaters has his speed booster. He is really set. He's got gravity, he's got speed booster. He's really set. He really needs charge beam. Ice would be nice at this point, and of course Varia. Gauntlet. Derxu is headed through Gauntlet. He's got a lot less energy than everybody else. He'll get the rest of that energy when he finishes out the rest of Brinstar. And what is at the back of Gauntlet? It is Spazer, so nothing all that special. Now the question is, where does he go after the reset? Is he going to head on over to wreck ship? You know, wreck ship is a gamble, and if Varia is in wreck ship, it would be the right play here. We do have the quick kill. Sloaters made it look so easy. And behind Craig, we just have more supers. Meanwhile, we've got an IBJ set up for darkrid down at the bottom of our screen. I'm guessing he's checking the sky missiles. I'm not quite sure what he's trying to set up with that. Chat, let me know if what you think about what darkrid's doing there. I'm not quite sure if he's just trying to get up to that upper ledge, or if he's trying to check something. That doesn't seem like the best of ideas, but, you know, who am I to second guess him? Meanwhile, Sloaters, he makes quick work of Kraid's area. In this area, it never is too difficult. We're going to check the Kraid E-Tank. And the Kraid E-Tank is... oh, it's an E-Tank. And more vanilla. Okay, and we're going to check the criteria power bombs, and they are supers, which, yeah, they're handy. Those will definitely be handy. Can't really use them against Fantoon, but we can use them against about everybody else. Everybody's favorite, Ridley. Now the question is, what is Sloaters going to do now? It looks like he's not going to go straight to Meridia. He wants to go down and check Upper Norfair, maybe check Bubble Mountain, maybe check Crockermire. So we'll see here. You know, again, I'm not... far be it from me to second guess his routing here. Okay. He went through that room rather easily, and we're going to check Ice Beam. I missed it. What was on the moat there that Derxu just picked up? I missed it. Okay, it was Ice Beam. Okay, so we've got Ice Beam over there for Derxu. That is definitely a good pickup. Oh, Ddraig found the Ice Beam. Okay. All right. Again, I'm doing my best to follow all these runners, but I had trouble watching too. I don't have the attention span for it. And I got these bad kitties running around. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Yeah, you're a bad kitty. And your sister's a bad kitty too. These aren't bad, but I tell them that just to keep them in line. All right, we got some hamburgers over here for Sloaters. Meanwhile, Derxu is going to head on over and check out Wreck Ship. Ddraig is headed back up. He checked out Bubble Mountain. He got the Ice Beam. And it'll be interesting to see where he goes next. Meanwhile, we've got Sloaters. He's headed back up. Again, I'm not quite sure how he's routing this, but I think he just wanted to check Ice Beam and then get back through here. And meanwhile, Darkrid actually did finish Gauntlet, and he's getting these items at the back of Gauntlet. I like resetting out of that if there's nothing but ammo there, but again, our runners don't know if they're going to find charge beams, so much ammo as you can, at least until you get charge beam. And who knows, charge beam could be pretty much anywhere. Okay, so now the high jump location, we've just got more missiles. This is shaping out to be a Varia hunt. Okay, Varia looks like our main progression item that we're missing. And we've got a Phantoon fight over here from Derxu. Phantoon always scares me, and with his low amount of energy, it could be a problem, but already he got a great Doppler. He's already ahead of the curve, and he really is making this look pretty easy. Ring ball! Our run has been validated. Run is validated. Yeah, I have to agree with J-Chalk in chat. There are not many better players at Rando than Sloaters. Really makes a lot of this look easy. Now, that doesn't mean that he's unbeatable, but ooh, okay, there. He's going to get his Ice Beam. He saw that in the bottom of Bubble Mountain. And Derxu has almost killed the Ghost Elephant. Oh, he's got him dead. Ghost Elephant down. Ah, and look at that swaggy D-boost to get the Ice Beam. I just swag here and swag there, everywhere. Swag. Yep. Sloater sure makes it look easy. I am quite jealous. But he did mess up his wall jump there, and he messed up again, so that's kind of nice to see even a runner of his caliber mess up a little bit. He's actually having a good amount of trouble here. And I'm not trying to enjoy the trouble that he's having, but it's having. Just because I know how great he is, and watching him have trouble in this room that I always have trouble in. Although that was a great D-boost off a frozen enemy, or a great jump off of a frozen enemy. Now here we're at the top Bubble Mountain of the left side. And the first item was just a missile. And the back side is gonna be what? Ooh, space jump. So that space jump, I believe, will put X-ray and logic. I believe you either need space jump or grapple to put X-ray and logic. So maybe that'll push some of our other runners to check X-ray, but I swear for a lot of runners, X-ray is one of the ones they skip and will not check until they have to check it. So that really may be the difference in this whole race, because nobody else has gravity at this point. And again, chat, let me know if I missed something in Wreck Ship. I know Derxu has been checking Wreck Ship, and I haven't seen all the items there. But he is saving, which is not a bad idea at all. Out if something weird happens. Meanwhile, Derxu is trying to get across to Wreck Ship, which is rather difficult without speed booster or space jump actually. And Derxu's in Spiky Room Death. He's got the least amount of energy of any of our runners, so Spiky Room actually is a little scary for him, but he gets through no problem. And we've got Sloaters still checking some of the heated rooms. Starting to run a little low on energy. He only has enough energy to do a crystal flash if he needs to, but I think he's confident enough he doesn't need to, and he's back on over to the safe part of Bubble Mountain. Meanwhile, Darkrid did get through, and he is on his way to Wreck Ship. And we've got a crystal flash from Ddraig. Oh no, he didn't. He actually wiped. Okay. I am not sure how Ddraig did die. I'm not sure if it was on purpose. That might have set him back. Oh my goodness gracious. He hasn't saved. He hadn't saved. He lost everything. Well, that's unfortunate for him, but it's a lesson for all of us. Save. Even Sloaters, I think, has saved once so far. So It never hurts to save, especially in these rando races. You know, if you're doing some kind of a normal speed run, 100%, okay, well, you're not going to save because you need to save every last second. But in these rando races, it's just good to save. So the one thing that Ddraig has going for him is that he kind of knows where everything he needs is, so he'll be able to route a little better, and it might actually end up saving him a little bit because he'll go and get and maybe check X-ray because he knows he's behind. So maybe it could save him. I know he's going to be way behind the other runners, but he actually can catch up pretty fast. Meanwhile, chat, let me know what was on the right side of the attic and Rex ship. I missed that. Too busy worrying about this death that we saw. Holy cow. Meanwhile, Sloaters running through here, and he wants all those power bombs. And he goes back. It's kind of interesting. Okay, I see what he's doing. And we've got a Fantoon fight. Darkrid's fighting the ghost. Well, he's like a ghost and a monster and an alien, and he looks like an elephant. I really don't know what Fantoon is. And he's got an eye in his mouth. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe his eye is hungry. You know, I don't know why he doesn't eat his mouth, but... Oh, wow. I think we've got Varia in the sky. Now, that is interesting. That may equalize things a little bit between Derxu and Sloaters, because Sloaters might practically full clear the game before going to do Rex ship at all. Since he's got gravity, and he's got so much energy, and I know he can do suitless Norfair. I know for him that's no problem. So this really could make it a race, especially on the top two. The bottom ones, Darkrid is way ahead, but he probably doesn't feel like it. He probably feels way behind because he definitely had some issues getting where he's going. So really, both of our races are really interesting. I suspect the runners at the top are going to finish quite a bit ahead of the runners at the bottom. But that doesn't matter. All that matters is if you finish ahead of the guy that you're racing. Meanwhile, Sloaters, man, he doesn't need no Varia. He doesn't need no Varia at all. Is he going to go to Lower Norfair? Is he really going to go to Lower Norfair with... Oh, wow. He doesn't need Varia. Nah, we don't need no stinking Varia. We can go Lower Norfair, no problem. So this will be interesting to watch. He really does have enough energy, but he's going to have to be a little bit careful. He'll definitely have to Crystal Flash at some point. But he's got 24 bombs. And with his missile counts, he's got enough for 2 good Crystal Flashes should he need to. He gets the just first time, just no problem. And he's going through, and yeah, it's just really something to watch. And he's gonna fight maybe Golden Chorizo. I think the room that Golden Chorizo is in is not heated. I'm assuming it's not. Or maybe it is. I'm not 100% sure. Chat, let me know if the room that Golden Chorizo is in is a heated room or not. Okay, so it is heated. So he needed to get the energy refill before he went to kill GT, but he might not be killing GT. Okay, he's not going to try. I think that might be rather difficult. Charge beam. You can kill GT with supers, but between the heated room and how long it takes to kill him with supers, I think that might be just a little too much. Meanwhile, Ddraig is collecting all the items he missed. I know that's rough for the tracker, so thank you for the tracker for doing your best following that. I know it's tough to follow 4 runners, and I am enthralled by this suitless dive into Lower Norfair. He just makes it look so easy. So he's going to power bomb here, and now he's got to get up worst room in the game. But he does have high jump boots. Oh yeah, and space jump. So this is just no problem at all. Although his energy is getting a smidge low. But most of these rooms are heated all the way down, so it'll be interesting how he manages this. Now this room is pretty easy with space jump, but you know, as we get farther into Lower Norfair, the pressure gets on. And so he is going to check the back of Fire Fleas, and this is not heated, so he can kind of take his time here. Nice D-boost. He was probably hoping to find an E-tank, but there aren't too many of those left in the game. Meanwhile, Derxu gets Grapple Beam. Find. Although, you know, I don't see a lot of people using Grapple. I just love it because it puts puts our good friend Shacktool in logic. Yeah, that's true, because normally there's going to be a refill after Ridley if you're running like reverse boss order, which I believe Sloaters does run RBO. So that means he's used to coming down here suitless. And he sure is making it look easy, but he would probably love to find an E-tank along the way. And here's our save. Like, he's got to save here because there's so many ways to die between here and Ridley. And he'll definitely have to farm his health way up in that room right before Ridley. Yeah, between his supers and his missiles, his ammunition is just fine. And Derxu is going to get his gravity. He's going to use Grapple Beam to get across, and he will find gravity assuming he survives this. This is not an easy grapple jump, but he does make it across. Be real happy for this play, because now he has both suits, and that means he can actually make up a lot of time, because he will do Lower Norfair significantly faster than Sloaters, just because, oh, we've got Charge Beam at the refill of shame. Well, this is normally where I would ring the bell and say shame, but it's nothing shameful about finding Charge Beam, especially right before you're going to fight everybody's favorite buddy, Ridley. So, Sloaters is looking pretty good, but he still doesn't have, well, he doesn't have Varia, but if he finishes Lower Norfair, yeah, he really doesn't need Varia. I still suspect Sloaters has a pretty significant advantage here, but Derxu with both suits might be able to catch up a little bit, just because his Norfair dive is going to be faster. I'm suspecting Sloaters will have to spend some time refilling right before Ridley. And now, Cat, what are you doing? The bad kitty. She's a particularly bad kitty. No, you're gonna sit here whether you like it or not, Cat. Bad kitty. Alright, fine, you get down. Stay away from the monitor. Okay, this is what I get. I bought this brand new TV. It's big, I'm using it for my computer monitor, but when my cat sits in front of it, I can't see it, and I can't reach the cat. Meanwhile, we are almost to Ridley, but now this is where Sloaters is going to lose some time. He's going to have to do some farming. Now, he just used up his... Oh, okay, so he's going to go with a Crystal Flash. Okay. No, he didn't miss it. Okay, he got the Crystal Flash. Meanwhile, I can see Ddraig getting his high jump boots. So after the Crystal Flash, he's got high HP. He's got Charge Beam. And a nice swaggy start. He's gonna shoot. He's gonna shoot Ridley in the head to start the fight off. But with this situation, he does not have enough power bombs to do another Crystal Flash. So this is risky. He has really got to kill Ridley and kill Ridley fast. And as we all know, sometimes when you kill Ridley, he just doesn't die. He doesn't grab you. So this is close. Ridley is pogoing. That's actually pretty good. He's got the right direction. But oh man, Ridley's almost dead, but between the heated room and everything else, okay. Ridley is down, and we don't take any heat damage while Ridley's grabbing us. And will we get our items in time? Okay, we did, and he's got enough power bombs to Crystal Flash again, so that's starting to look pretty good. Only some super missiles behind Ridley. Some hamburgers. We will be able to Crystal Flash one more time, and that should get Sloaters out of Lower Norfair, and he's just in go mode. we might have like a sub 50. Yeah, he really can go mode the last two bosses. So he's emptying his reserve tank. You have to do that in order to get your Crystal Flash. And let's see if he's going to just do a traditional kind of farm or if he'll just run himself down and do the Crystal Flash. I'm guessing that'll be the case. He's got enough power bombs, enough supers, yeah, so he can Crystal Flash. While we've got Derxu heading into Lower Norfair himself. He's got all the suits. He will be a little faster through Lower Norfair because he does not need to Crystal Flash. Sloaters does pull off the second one, and that should probably give him enough energy for the escape. He might want to pick up some more power bombs just if he needs to Crystal Flash again. But yeah, I agree with chat. Sloaters is boss. This is totally boss. He just makes it look so easy. 35 minutes in, he's in go mode. He's got charge. He's got everything he needs. Now, Sue will also pick up charge on his way. So that's just really no question. And what else have we got going here? I've been locked into Sloater. So chat, let me know if I missed anything on the other ones. Sloater's just been putting on a clinic and been watching him most of the time. Derxu is a little bit behind, but his Lower Norfair will be faster. Yeah, unfortunately, Ddraig died and has to redo everything. Yeah, shame on all of us for watching this masterpiece. Meanwhile, this room is not heated. And for the rest of Lower Norfair, I believe is heated. That room's definitely heated. This room's definitely heated. But we do not have enough power bombs to do another Crystal Flash. Now he's got to get through these guys, and these key hunters do just a ton of damage. And he is through. I believe now the rest are... No, this room is not safe. Ooh, this is going to be close. 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 Okay. Run, 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 run. Okay. All right. He had some reserves. And I believe this room is safe, I think. Yeah, okay. All right. Oh, man. I'm sure, like, for him, he wasn't sweating. I'm sure it's like, that's no problem. But holy cow. Meanwhile, that room's really short. He's not going to get burned up in that room. Midway. And I think he's really out of the woods now. If he was going to die, no, he's not going to save there. He doesn't need to save. Why bother? And I believe he'll go and do Meridia and then finish up Fantoon. I think he might. We're looking sub 50 here. Does anyone know? Let me know in chat if somebody knows what is Sloater's PB for this rando. This could be. He could be headed for a PB. And again, I have no idea what. I'm sure his PB is great. But I'm thinking this is almost definitely going to be sub 50. Meanwhile, Derxu is in worst room of the game, but he's got high jump boots. He doesn't have the space jump, but with high jump boots, he should be able to get through there, no problem. And I believe darkrid still got a pretty darn good lead, but Ddraig is trying to speed boost up the backside of Meridia. That didn't work. And yeah, Sloaters is just going to make quick work of Meridia. He doesn't really need to search anything. Okay, 49.53 in the qualifiers, and that was with a suitless Meridia. Okay, so here we've got suitless Norfair. Yeah, 42.54 and any percent. Yeah, that's I believe my any percent number is about double that. So, and microwave on Batoon. Yep, microwave goes off. So we're already through most of Meridia already. We're gonna go visit Dragon, and again, he can microwave him or her. I think Dragon is a her. So you know, the mama of all shrimps. We're gonna microwave that shrimp. It's good and tasty. So, okay, so his PB in this tournament is 52-17. I will be really surprised if he doesn't beat that. Yeah, Sloaters health. Oh, that's no problem. But he does not have enough power bombs to do another crystal flash. So he's got to be really clean here in his fight. But you can kill these gloopy things that Dragon shoots out, and those might give you life bonuses. Really, he just took two. Yeah, he's really showing off at this point. He damaged himself on purpose. He doesn't mind. And the microwave is coming. The microwave shrimp. Oh, wow, yummy microwave shrimp. Yum, yum, yum. And he gets the blue suit? No, he screwed it up. Okay. All right. He almost got the blue suit. 12 health, no problem. And is he going to check the item behind? Yeah, maybe it's an E-tank. Maybe it's something handy. No, just some missiles. He did get the spike suit, but he blew it accidentally right after he got it. So that was pretty nice. Okay, and he's up and out, and with 212 health, I'd say he's pretty unlikely to die. Aw, and look at that, full halfy or fully. He got across the room in one shine spark. Yeah, and I apologize for not watching the other runners. I am just amazed at what I'm seeing from Sloaters here. Now he's going to head out the back of Meridia and up the wrecked ship. Meanwhile, Derxu is almost down to Ridley. He's going to microwave the first pirate, and he's probably going to microwave the second. No, he's going to do it the old-fashioned way. Now, his Ridley fight will be a little faster, but I find it hard to believe that he'll be able to catch up at this point. This pace that Sloaters is on is just breakneck. Now I can see that Darkrid killed Kraid and is now heading out. And Ddraig, he's killed Kraid. He's got a speed booster and the high jump and the spring ball, but he doesn't have either of the suits. Unfortunately, that's going to be a pretty big deal. Without those suits, he's really pretty far behind. But Darkrid is not quite as strong as Sloaters, so he's still got a shot. He definitely is not out of this yet. He's trying to get a short charge across that platform, and that's a really hard one to do. It's too bad because he's giving up on it because there's something he really wants up there that he just skipped. Meanwhile, Sloaters is going to head on over to Wreck Ship, and he is going to check like nothing in Wreck Ship. He's just going to go down, kill that ghost, and head on over to Turian. I do believe we are on a I don't know if it's sub 50, but it's really close. Give us your best guesses in chat. This is a great time for us to get out our guessing game. We're not doing a link to the past, so we can't pick what chest the big key is going to be in, but let's have our guesses right now. What is Sloaters' finishing time going to be? Everybody put out your best guess in chat, and at the end of the race, we'll see who had the best guess. I'm gonna say 50. I'm gonna say 52:45 because I think he's a little less than 10 minutes away, depending. All right, so we got 53:27. Everybody, watch your guess, and I'll scroll back up and check when we get there. I'll try to give an award to the best guess. I'm going 52:45 is my guess. I'm gonna put that in chat right now. 52:45. Okay, I got mine in the chat. And we're gonna microwave Fanny. You don't see a lot of microwave deaths on Fantoon, and that's just so fast. So I don't think he's gonna get sub 50. I don't think that's possible at this point, but you know, only a sub hour, you know, with a suitless lower Norfair. So I'd say that's it's all right. You know, there's nothing to write home about. Yeah, no, it's amazing. Derxu is going to have a great run and lose by 10 minutes. That's what it looks like is going to happen. Meanwhile, we've got Ddraig. He's going to go down and fight everybody's favorite Phantom. And Darkrid, he is going to head down into Norfair, and well, he's got Varia, but no gravity. But does he have space jump? No, so he might have a little bit of trouble getting into the front part of Lower Norfair. Meanwhile, Sloaters is just zipping through. Nothing is slowing him down. And nothing is going to slow him down. He has every item he needs. He's got ammunition for days. Well, I mean, he doesn't really have ammunition for days, but with Charge Beam, what does he really need? He needs a few supers. That's really it. He's got all the ammo he needs. He doesn't need anything else special. Now it's his race to lose, but heck, he could wipe on Mother Brain like 2 or 3 times and still win. But I seriously doubt he'll wipe on Mother Brain. Meanwhile, I've got Darkrid. He's going to try to get up to Lower Norfair, but this is not particularly easy without gravity. You either need gravity to do the gravity jump or space jump to get through here easily. To do it without those, you have to do a very precise wall jump, and his energy is getting so low, it looks like he's going to give up on it. Which is a shame, but that does let Ddraig catch up just a little bit. Needs it. Meanwhile, Sloaters just, yeah, that's, I believe that room cannot be done any faster than what he just did there. And double kill. Oh, man, this is just a clinic. Meanwhile, Sloaters is through. 1 Metroid down, 2 Metroids down, 3 Metroids down, and he is through to the last Metroid room. It's just so pretty. It's so pretty. I can't watch any other screen. Sloaters just making this look so easy. Now, he better give us a baby skip. He better give us a baby skip. Sloaters, you listening to me? He can't hear me, but Sloaters, you better give us that baby skip. We need it. We need it. Give us. Come on, baby skip. Okay. He's not damaging himself. He just putzing around with his bombs, showing more swag. All right. Well, he is damaging himself. Yeah, so... Okay, so I think he had just decided to refill anyway. And he faces the wrong direction, so all right, a mistake from Sloaters. He cost himself a 1/4 of a second. The run invalidated. Well, and Sloaters also never got the spring ball, so this is definitely not a valid run. Not valid at all. Meanwhile, he tries to kill the baby. Oh no, he's doing. he's gonna do the crystal flash, and he's back up. So that seems like a smart way to go about it. I didn't even think about doing a crystal flash there. Well, these guys, they just know all the tricks. I just checking the backside of the attic of Wrecked Ship. Nothing there. And we never did get our Crocomire check, unless somebody did check Croc and I didn't see it, but I don't think we did. Meanwhile, Sloaters gets a nice Zeb skip, nice and easy. He didn't do the really swaggy one. He just did the normal frozen Rinka one. And Mother Brain Route 1, she's getting a face full of missiles, and that's it for Mother Brain 1. Derxu is killing his Kraid. A nice quick kill there, and Kraid is down. And meanwhile, we've got Darkrid. He's trying to get to Lower Norfair again, and he got shot in the face by one of these monsters here. I don't know what these guys are called. Let me know in chat. What are those monsters that are hanging out here called? They just a face and they shoot. I can't remember what they're called. I forget. I'm an old man, and I drank too much when I was young, killed a few too many brain cells, and then I kept drinking when I was old, so yeah, I forget these things. Meanwhile, we are on to the Rainbow Beam, and I don't think we've got a stand-up going. Oh, wait. Maybe we do. Maybe we do. Actually, was not watching Sloaters for a while. And again, Darkrid, he is through. I don't know if Derxu does know about the speed booster. Okay. All right, so according to JChalk, we do have a match 2 going on between Derxu and Sloaters after this. And even though Derxu is going to lose this race, that does not mean that he's out of the next one. Sloaters actually did take some chances here, and his gambles paid off. And when you have a runner of Sloaters' category and he takes a gamble and it pays off, it really makes him nearly unbeatable. However, in round 2, Derxu really will have a chance to beat him. Obviously, he's a high caliber runner, and he's going to end up with a pretty good time here. It's just not going to be quite as good as Sloaters. But it does look like most of our guesses in chat were right about correct. So he's going to be somewhere around the 52-53 minute mark finishing. Meanwhile, Darkrid is trying to do some farming. I'm not sure. He's going to go through this room. He's got no screw attack, and I don't think anybody found screw attack, so we don't know where that is. This room can be rather annoying without screw attack, and he's just going to call it quits. He's just going to head out. So even though Ddraig died on our bottom race, Darkrid's been putzing around and messing stuff up. So I think actually that's fairly competitive. Meanwhile, Sloaters is doing his escape. Let's see how swaggy he's going to make it. Get to see the blue bomber. Boom. This is so easy. Meanwhile, Derxu's having a little bit of trouble with Batoon. He's missed a couple of times. And look at that! I saw Sloaters mess something up. Oh, he's messed up like 2 things now. At this race, he could have finished like 4 seconds faster. Man, what is he thinking? What a buffoon. Okay. So he is through. And he gets the Behemoth Spark. Yeah, all the way to the top. That's real nice. Yep, no. Oh, no spring ball. Oh, yeah, he didn't have spring ball, so no blue ball was even possible. And there's going to be no saving the animals. He wants a PB, or well, I think this might be a tournament PB. And get your GGs out in chat, because Sloaters has finished with an official SRL time of 52 minutes and 8 seconds. GG. So, who had the best guess up here? It looks like 52. It looks like 52-34 by Die 109. All right. So I don't know if we're gonna get an interview here. We'll find out in just a moment. I'm gonna beg in the chat. Pretty please, come do an interview. All right, so maybe we're gonna get Sloaters here. Maybe if we're lucky. Okay. Meanwhile, let's get back to the race. We got some microwave shrimp over there for Derxu, and our bottom 2 runners. It could be interesting, because finally Darkrid is going to get through to Lower Norfair, but he had all sorts of trouble navigating a lot of things. So really, Ddraig is caught up, although I'm sure he feels way behind, and seeing Sloaters not done has probably not made him feel so great. Let's see. Meanwhile, over here, I'm not sure if we're getting Sloaters or not. Maybe. All right, that's still up in the air. So while we wait for a possibility of Sloaters, Darkrid is. I'm not sure what happened to him. I think he died in Lower Norfair. He's up to, because he hasn't killed Ridley, so. I'm not sure what he's doing. And again, there's no way for him to know how far ahead he is. Maybe, I have a feeling he's kind of on tilt at this point. You know, normally we talk about on tilt as kind of a poker thing, but on tilt is a real thing in random. When you have a few, just a few wipes or a few bad moments, you start doing dumb things and you start to get frustrated. And because you never really know if you're ahead or behind, you know, it's rough. And I don't know what he's doing here. I don't know why he doesn't try to go down to Lower Norfair instead. But Ddraig is definitely going to take the lead here, even though he had that really, really costly wipe. Meanwhile, let me check in the SRL channel. Okay. Okay, so Sloater says he will, but he's going to wait until the second race is done. That's not, or at least until the other runner, until Derxu is done. Meanwhile, Ddraig got his gravity, and I'd say he might be in the lead at this point, even despite that really costly wipe. And let me know in chat if anyone knows what was the time on the clock when Ddraig wiped, because it was fairly far in. I think no, it couldn't have been 24 minutes. Really? All right, chat's telling me it's like 24 minutes. I was thinking it was like 15, but for him to come back that amount, but really, darkrid has kind of doubled back several times and has not really had a concrete plan. Yeah. Yeah, Sloaters. You really, yeah, I see Sloaters in chat, which means he's probably listening. Sloaters, that was pretty great. It was really entertaining. We thought you were going to die a couple of times. Questions when I actually get you in here, but yeah, good job either way. Meanwhile, we've got Ddraig checking the bottom of Cathedral, and nothing too special down there. And oh no, don't do this. No, 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 no. Oh, darkrid is going into Meridia with no gravity. Now, gravityless Meridia is not so bad if you really know what you're doing. Now, I for one do not know what I'm doing. So he's going to try the spring ball jumps, which you can do. That's really no problem. And he's got the grapple, and between the spring ball and the grapple, that is all you really need for suitless Meridia. But suitless Meridia is pretty slow, especially considering we know how easy the gravity suit really is. Unfortunately, I also, J-Chalk, was locked in on Sloaters' screen for most of the race and missed it. Meanwhile, Derxu is through into Turian. He's going to finish pretty quick. He's got the charge beam. He's got all the ammo he needs. He really doesn't have a lot of E-tanks, but he really doesn't need them. He's going to have an easy time, and he's going to finish with a great time. Again, he also is going to finish right around just maybe a little bit over an hour. So he's going to finish 10 minutes behind Sloaters, even though he's a great race. Meanwhile, Ddraig has really, really done great since he wiped. His routing and his execution, from what I've seen when I wasn't watching Sloaters, has been really on point. And meanwhile, darkrid has kind of been like running around like a chicken with his head cut off, trying to go here, trying to go there, and that indecisiveness has definitely hurt him. I think he would have been better just to make one play, and then if it doesn't go well, just stick with it until he can. Okay. Meanwhile, he's using the grapple, and he's looking pretty proficient with the grapple beam, so he does look like he's pretty comfortable with the suitless Meridia. Meanwhile, Ddraig is saving, and he's going to go down to Lower Norfair. Now, he does only have 3 energy tanks. His ammo is a bit sparse, but when he finds that charge beam, that'll completely wipe anything away. The gravity suit was pretty incredible. And Derxu has passed the baby, and he's going to be on the mother brain pretty soon. He's going to get the refill, although he is in crystal. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's better to do the refill here or to do the crystal spark. No, I'm not sure. I think it's kind of 6 of one, half a dozen of another. Meanwhile, we looks like maybe we're going to have a visit to Golden Chorizo. All right, we are. So Ddraig is going to visit GT. And what has GT got for us? I saw supers and oh, no, we got to reset, which is probably a good idea since there was nothing there. But what could hurt Ddraig here is because he doesn't know that the charge beam is on, in the power bombs of shame. He may opt to not try and dive lower Norfair. Well, we know that's the right play. I hope it's the right play. Yeah. Darkrid is he's definitely thinking that he's got to pick up more ammo because he's only got 30 supers, 10 missiles, and 10 PBs, which is definitely not enough to kill Ridley. Well, I mean, I think it's technically enough if you are absolutely perfect and you farmed a maximum right before you go in there. But he definitely has to think that he's got to find some supers on the way to Ridley. Meanwhile, Derxu is finally to catch up. And I don't believe he has the energy necessary to do stand up. So he's just going to damage himself down. I don't know if he's been to Bubble Mountain. Again, I kind of got locked into Sloaters, so I'm not 100% sure. I don't think he has. Meanwhile, we've got a wishing well check from Darkrid, and we know that there really can't be anything interesting in Meridia because we know where everything else is. I guess we could find Screw Attack down here, but that's not going to make that big a difference. In fact, it looks like he did find Screw Attack down there when I wasn't looking. So I think Ddraig has taken the lead. And I'm surprised Ddraig did not want those supers. That is really a surprise. With no charge beam, I would have grabbed those supers. Holy cow. Yeah, because he doesn't have enough supers. Because I believe, correct me if I'm wrong in chat, but I believe you need 11 of each item to Crystal Flash. I know you need 11 power bombs, but do you need 11 of each item? Okay, it needs to be 10, 10, 11. Okay. So technically speaking, right here, Ddraig could Crystal Flash with what he had. Oh no, so he only has 10 power bombs. So he's going to need to find at least one more pack of hamburgers to be able to Crystal Flash. Yeah, it's pretty rough. Meanwhile, we've got on to Mother Brain 3 for Derxu. Looks like, yeah, he is going to end up finishing about 12 or 13 minutes behind Sloaters with a really great time. Anytime, if you can finish, under one, you were really under 120 in a rando, that's a good time. But Sloaters just killed it, so he really needed a perfect race to have any shot. And Ddraig's got his charge beam. So I'd say it's safe to say that Ddraig has taken the lead. But there is no way in the world that Ddraig thinks that he's in the lead. He saw Sloaters dot done. He's going to see Derxu dot done here in about a minute. And he's going to be in a panic. Okay. He tries to Shine Spark kill the pirate. He messed that up. Now he's just going to do it the old-fashioned way with missiles. And with that charge beam, he should... and with this health, I mean, Ridley is not exactly easy. Ridley's never easy, but we'll see. We'll see what Ddraig can do. Maybe if Ddraig wipes on Ridley, Darkrid can get back into this, but I think at this point, Ddraig is just really far ahead. And since now he knows where charge beam is, even if he does die here, he should be fine. 3 E-tanks is rather rough, but you can definitely beat that flying pterodactyl with 3 E-tanks. It's no problem at all. It's no problem. Okay. And we've got the escape, and apparently Derxu messed up the shines. Oh no, he never got speed booster, so that's why he did the climb the old-fashioned way. And he is going to be out. And everybody, get your GGs ready. He hasn't quite finished yet, but I suspect he can finish the game in the next 2 minutes, although he has messed up a lot of these wall jumps. But he knows he's lost at this point, so it's not a real big deal. All right. Get your GGs ready in chat because Derxu has finished the race with an official SRL time of 1 minute, 1 hour, 5 minutes, and 1 second. GG to Derxu. Oh, man. Okay, hopefully we can get him in here for an interview and maybe get Sloaters in here too. All right, yeah, everybody get your GGs out in chat. Meanwhile, while we're waiting for that, we've got a nice Ridley fight down there by Ddraig. He just made quick work of Ridley and took almost no damage while doing it. Now he has seen 2 players done. There is no way that he thinks he's as far ahead as he is. So it's interesting to see how he routes the rest of this. But I guess he just has to go up to Meridia. And he's got everything he needs. He's got charge beam. He really doesn't have to search a lot, but with only 3 E-tanks, he really needs to find one more E-tank, but he might know where one is because we had a lot of early E-tanks that he skipped. So I believe he can get one in Brinstar pretty easily should he want to pick up one more. Okay. And we've got Batwoon is down for darkrid as he continues to do Suitless Meridia. He doesn't need to do Suitless Meridia, but it's actually hasn't been too bad of a Suitless Meridia. It just always takes a long time to get through there without gravity. I don't like doing it at all. Got a little bit. He's going to try to do Speedball. I think that's what he's setting up for. No, he's just going to go out the old-fashioned way. And I don't know if we're going to get an interview. All right. Hopefully we will. Yeah, it was boss. Suitless Meridia, it was like a boss. Definitely like a boss. And Ddraig is going up. He's doing his escape. And again, Ddraig's taking the lead, but there's no way he thinks he's winning. There's just no way. So now he's watching the SRL, the SRL channel, waiting for the done that is not going to come. It's not going to come at all. And in fact, I see darkrid doing some farming. I'm not sure why. Oh, well, he can't microwave. He doesn't have charge. Okay. Yeah, Derxu. You ran a great race, but Sloaters ran a nearly perfect race. Yeah, and I don't know how Sloaters could have done it if he didn't find the charge beam. The charge beam was almost required to do what he did. Either that or some more supers along the way. It's really hard to say. But I'm not sure if we're going to get anyone in for an interview here or if they want to wait for our other 2 runners to finish. They may want the other 2 runners to finish. So in that case, we're going to get more Suitless Meridia over there from darkrid. And Ddraig on the other side is he's in go mode. I believe the tracker is incorrect. I do believe he did get the charge beam. In fact, I'm sure of it. So Ddraig does have the charge beam, but it's really low on health. He's only got 3 energy tanks, but he certainly knows where a couple more are. There were a bunch of them early on. Yeah. So again, this really slow Suitless Meridia. Not an easy grapple jump here at all that he's trying to make. It's really tough to get the angle right and then make the second grapple grab. It's going to swing, swing, swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. All right. That's enough singing for you guys. But eventually he'll get that. Meanwhile, we might get a high five as Ddraig goes through Meridia really fast. And his movement's been pretty on point since he died. Yeah, the Dragon fight. Yeah, Sloaters. Yeah, that was definitely some legitimate swag. Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah. Ddraig died after 20 some minutes in, and now he's probably going to win the race. Incredible. We can get a clip of it, J Chalk. We'll get a clip of it afterwards. We'll make a clip that shows him dying and then him winning the race. Okay, well, we're gonna get the microwave. Here it comes. Okay, he got the microwave kill. Batoon is down, zapped for all of his life. And okay, finally, darkrid made that last jump. He is on to the boss. And it looks like that's about the place that we're going to get our high five. Because, yeah, really, Ddraig's movements has been really great. All of his executions looked pretty crisp. And because it's so easy to get on tilt, and you lose 24 minutes, you just assume you're going to lose. But the closer he gets to the finish line, the more he might suspect that he's winning. Or that's hard to say. But here's our high five. Ddraig has made it down into Dragon's room, and we have our high five at Dragon. The main difference here is the gravity suit. So that means that Ddraig will be able to get out of Meridia much faster than darkrid. Now, ammunition-wise, I forgot. darkrid has not killed Ridley. He went down into Lower Norfair and then noped out. So he did get the not the microwave kill, but the electro zap kill, and really both Dragons go down at the same time. But now Ddraig is way ahead. He should have no trouble winning this, but he doesn't know that. At this point, he's nervous. He's getting closer and closer to the finish line. And one of these races where you make a big mistake, you're always just watching for that dot done. Yeah, it's just, it's coming, and it's like a Murphy's Law. So he's thinking, okay, I'm going to make it to Turian. I'll get somewhere around Mother Brain 1 and then see the dot done. But we know that's not going to happen. Well, I mean, I guess it's possible, but he'd really have to mess some things up between here and there. The question is, does he have enough energy? Is 3 E-tanks enough, or do you need 4 E-tanks? I believe 3 E-tanks is enough, but like that doesn't leave you a lot of room for error. If you get hit by like one catch-up, I think that's going to spell the end of you. Derxu ran a great race. If it wasn't for Sloaters getting that early gravity find by checking X-ray, and then just saying by collecting all those E-tanks and saying I'm going to do suitless Norfair, where Derxu skipped a lot of the E-tanks, but then found the Varia fairly early. So I can't find any mistakes on Derxu's part. It just Sloaters ran a perfect race. He took a gamble, and the gamble really paid off. Yeah, and if Sloaters is on point, it's gonna be virtually impossible to catch up. Meanwhile, Ddraig is out of Meridia, and he's gonna head on back up and head on over to Turian. And darkrid looks like he did get the spring ball jump, the setup. And he's only got one more to go. No. Did he screw it up? Oh, did he mess it up? Oh, he did. Oh my goodness. Okay, he's gonna have to do that again. And does he have grapple? I believe there's a trick you can do with grapple. I think you can grapple that first one and then swing yourself up, although I have never done it. I don't know if that's easier than doing the spring ball jump. Let me know in chat if which one of those methods is easier. But I've tried doing the grapple jump out of here, but it's not easy. I really think your timing has to be perfect. I watched one video on how to do it, and I've tried it, and I don't know if I've ever successfully pulled it off. So, that's what most rando runners do. We just watch a video from somebody that says, "Oh, here's how you do it. And you just push the button right here, and it's so easy." And then you try it and you play around with it for 3 or 4 hours, and then maybe you get it one time. Oh, buddy, 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 buddy. Okay, so now we've got Ddraig down into Turian, and he thinks he's behind. Right now, he's thinking, I got to get through here. I got to get the Zeb skip. Now, he's got high jump boots, so we'll see if he tries some kind of a baby skip. Okay, he's able to get all the Metroids bunched up. He kills them. Not the most efficient room, but that certainly wasn't terrible. And these two Metroids, okay, that was pretty good. He's through there. And darkrid is still trying to do the spring ball jump. Again, it's not easy. This is one of the toughest parts of Suitless Meridia is this escape after you kill Dragon. And we are through the last Metroid room down to Baby's area. And the question is, are we going to see the baby skip? I don't think any of our runners got baby skip. Both Sloaters and Derxu didn't even try it. And we'll see. We'll see. Maybe we'll get it. Maybe we'll get it. Maybe we'll get it. Ooh, more swaggy bomb jumps. And now, again, Ddraig is most likely thinking that he's behind. Well, like right about now, maybe he's thinking he's got a shot. Okay. All right. We got the setup. Okay. Turn the other way. First jump. No, 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 no. And the baby claims another victim. Oh, well. And he doesn't have enough power bombs to do a crystal flash, so he will have to use the refill of shame. Meanwhile, did we get out of Dragon's room? Nope. At this point, the frustration is setting in. I am sure darkrid is cursing up a storm. We definitely can't switch to his live feed. I'm pretty sure that would not be safe for work if we could hear his audio right now. But I can understand the frustration. Now, let's see if he tries the grapple jump instead. It looks like that is what he's going to do. Okay. And again, you really have to be perfect with where you release this. And yeah. And then you have to go right into the ball. Nope. Okay. And we've got a save from Ddraig. That is a very good idea, which that virtually guarantees his victory. I thought Ddraig would YOLO as well, but no, this was the smart. I think maybe he's figured out that darkrid's got stuck somewhere, which is definitely the case. Those Rinkas, because when you freeze them, they go away for a much longer time. If you freeze those Rinkas, they stay disappeared however long they would have been frozen, which is usually long enough to get out of Mother Brain 1. All right, and we've got the charge beam. Mother Brain 2 is going to be no problem at all. However, Ddraig's health is really low. I believe one catch-up beam might actually be all it takes to mess this up. So I think that's why he saved, because he knows how little margin for error he has. So he definitely can't get hit by the catch-up now, I think. Let me know in chat, how much damage does ketchup do with both suits? Okay. Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, see that right there. That's why you save. All right. So in chat, let me know. So if you have both suits, how much damage does ketchup do? It can do up to 300 even with both suits. Wow. Well, I know it can hit you more than once. Generally speaking, one catch-up hit with only 3 E-tanks, I think will do you in. I think you cannot get hit by ketchup. You can take a couple of onion rings or French fries or meatballs, but you definitely can't take the ketchup. And man, meatballs, French fries, onion rings, ketchup. This fat commentator is thinking about food. Nope. I use the F word, and my cats have been trained that when they hear the F word, which I got to say quietly here, they think I'm going to feed them. So no, kitty. No, I ain't going to feed you. No, we got more rando tonight. You got to wait until after all the rando, and then I'll give you some food. Oh, shit. I said it again. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. Okay. All right. I got to stop talking about food. Okay. Meanwhile, we've got Ddraig. This time he avoids the ketchup. Okay. Couple more charge beams. Yep. Okay. Now he made it. We're on to the rainbow beam. Meanwhile, darkrid is still trying to escape. I think he should go back to the spring ball jumps. He almost made it with those to begin with. So, yeah, if you haven't practiced that grapple jump, I wouldn't try it. Again, I've never successfully pulled it off. So, he almost got it. The frustration's definitely setting in. Right about now, Ddraig is thinking, I'm doing pretty well, but when is my opponent going to dot done? Wiping that first time on Mother Brain too, that definitely added the stress to him. And seeing those 2 dot duns, Sloaters almost 30 minutes ago, Derxu like 20 minutes ago. Yeah, the pressure's on. He's sweating. Okay, one more jump. Come on, no, come on. Oh man, I want to see darkrid make it out of this room before Ddraig finishes. If I can see that, I will be satisfied, because he has been trying, and he has not forfeited, which he's got. He made it. Okay. Now all he needs is Ddraig to wipe about 7 to 15 more times, and then he can catch up. Maybe more than 15 wipes. And I don't know if I've ever seen a runner wipe on Mother Brain 3. I'm sure it's possible to wipe on Mother Brain 3, but I've never seen it, and I am not a good runner, and I've never done it. So I'm sure it can happen, but just that rainbow beam is so powerful. Okay, so he has not forfeited or anything. I'm just going to double check the SRL channel. Nope. He looks like he's still going. But he did mess up this jump. He's got yet another spring ball jump he's got to pull off right about now. He's going to be an expert at these jumps after all the practice he got in this seed. And we're headed to the escape. All right, and Ddraig does have speed booster, so the escape is usually pretty easy. And boom, and the sideways shine spark. That's hard to say. And he's up. He shoots some of these pirates. It's good to shoot those guys so they don't bug you on your way down. And are we getting Moonfall? Oh yeah, buddy. Moonfall. Moonwalk, Michael Jackson style. Out and through. And let's see if he can get the Behemoth Spark here. He got it all the way to the top. Almost out. Yeah, we got a question chat. Where was grapple? I do not remember where grapple is. Okay, so behind alpha power bombs. Okay. Get your GGs ready in chat. I've got my GGs ready. Are your GGs ready? You better be ready. And GG, we've got Ddraig finishing with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 24 minutes, and 16 seconds. And we do have an immediate forfeit from Darkrid. I don't blame him. I'm sure he is rather frustrated with what happened there. GG, Darkrid. So I'm not sure what we're going to do as far as interviews go. We may have one, we may not, but it happens. It happens to the best of us. I definitely understand the need to forfeit there. So, are we going to get an interview? Okay. If you can hear me, any of the runners, come in here. Len the cat wants to talk to you. And I'm going to ask you the toughest questions in the universe. Okay. So, we will definitely get a second match for our top one. For Sloaters versus Derxu. We may get a second race for our bottom two. I'm not 100% sure. I believe that is being set up right now. So if you can hear me, J Chalk, are we going to have an interview? And if not, are we going to stop the stream before the runs? I would like to do so because I've got to talk to a man about a goat. I gotta do some business in the other part of the house. If you catch my drift, okay. So J Chuck says depends on whether this is going to be another four-way. Yeah, because if we do a two-way, we're going to have to switch the stream around. If we do another four-way, we can probably just keep the setup as is. So we're still finding out about any kind of interview, but I'm guessing maybe we won't have one. Yeah, I can do comms again, but I definitely need a little break. So tell you guys what, I'm gonna sign off here for about 3 to 5 minutes. I'm gonna do some business that I talked about earlier. I'm gonna get a drink. I'm going to chase my cats because they deserve to be chased. All right, so I'm gonna go for a break. I will be right back. Great race, everybody.